When I first started acting, I just moved from Los Angeles. And despite my time in LA, I had a horrible lisp. I stuttered, and I was afraid to talk in front of a crowd of more than 5 people. So I had this short stint being a body butter creator, and I got into the Seattle magazine, which is now defunct too. Go 2020. And so I thought, well, I need to learn how to speak in front of people because I have stage fright and I stutter and I have a lisp. I lived in Ballard at the time when Ballard was affordable, and I saw this school that was close to where I lived, Gilmore Acting School. I did not know what I walked into, but I went. I went down to the basement, and in this cold, dark, black box room with just folding chairs, a stained rug, a desk, a red telephone, a lamp, and a bell, sat this man with wild dark hair and these crystal blue eyes that just kind of looked into the depths of me, sitting there. But he was a working man, he had working boots and his pants were like stained cargos. And he looks at me and I say, "Are you Gregg Gilmore?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I emailed you and I'm here to look at your class." He just looks at me. He's like, "Okay." So I sit in his class, and it's weird. These people are in a trance, and I'm like, what in the fuck did I get into here? Holy shit. And then he's like, "Miss Brazil, why don't you give it a shot?" And I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "I want you to come up here." And this beautiful older woman, I forgot her name, but she had this silver hair that was just gorgeous, and these blue eyes that were so kind. And he's like, "I want you to talk to her. Just do the exercises like you saw." And I remember the warmth that she had. And I remember how we talked back and forth, and I just started to cry. I'm actually crying now. And when the exercise was over and I was sobbing, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't even know these people, these white people. Who are these people and why am I crying? And so I grabbed my bag and I ran out of that studio, just ran out. And Gregg ran after me, shouting at me, "Come back, come back." And he leapt up the stairs after my ass, and we're on Market, and he's like, "Jada Brazil, you cried in your first class. Come back." And I'm like, "Oh no, white man." "Oh no, no, no. I'm not coming back to you. I don't know what you did to me, but I'm not doing it." The next day, Gregg calls. "Jada Brazil. Gregg Gilmore, why are you calling me?" "I want to make an actor out of you." "I hate actors, Gilmore. I lived in LA for too long." "You don't understand, Jada Brazil. You're a rare breed." I said, "I'm not an actor." I said, "I'm a nerd. I'm a reader. I prefer books to people. I hate people." He's like, "I know. You hate people because you're vulnerable and they've hurt you for too long. But I can take that pain from you and I can make you into something greater, something bigger, something that will make people feel again. But you gotta let me try." "Okay, old man. What's the terms?" "Give me 2 years. No, give me 1.5 years. I won't even put you through the training I went through. I won't teach you how to dance and bullshit like that. I'll just teach you how to be truthful. Can you give me that chance? Okay. Don't pay me until the end of the month. But come back Wednesday. Come back. Okay. And I don't know why for a year and a half, I didn't think I was good. I mean, a lot of my classmates, they went to theater and all that other stuff. Some of them moved to New York. I stayed here. I'm in Seattle. But at the end of it, when my fellow students were doing, their theater in the studio, Gregg pulled me aside because he saw how angry I was. Why are you angry, Jada Brazil? How come so-and-so and so-and-so gets to do creeps? How come so-and-so and so-and-so gets to do this? Why am I not doing my thesis, Gilmore? Because, Jada Brazil, that's too small for you. Go to the ACT Theater. Come back next week. Give me your headshots. I'll do your headshots for you. And you go and work. I don't want you to do a thesis. I want you to get paid. I want the people to see your face and hear your voice. And in 2 weeks, I was working. I did a free show about African American history in, what was it? The University District. I had the longest part. I had the only monologue. Then I got to do some television. Then I bounced around the theaters, and I hated theater because actors are fucking disorganized. Then I got to television. Did a few movies. And after a while, I got into voice acting because the project manager in me couldn't deal with being in a place where I was getting paid $50 for nothing. When I first came to Seattle, I was married. I was scared. I was hurt from trying to do what I loved in the video game industry. But Gregg Gilmore, other than my grandfathers, was the only man who saw me at first sight and said, you know what? That black girl's going to be somebody someday. And I'm going to have a hand in it. And you know what, old man? You were fucking right. Just thank you for believing in me. Thank you for pouring yourself into me. Because now, even during COVID, now I'm doing commercials. Now I'm doing scripts. Now my voice is being heard all over the world. And it's all because of you. Because you told me to speak my truth and never ever waver from it. And that if people could not deal with my power, they weren't meant to be in my life. Thank you, old man. Thank you for closing out the end of an era. I won't let the work die with me. I will let your work live on as long as I take breath. Thank you.